Okay, so yesterday was a special day, and the news was very distracting all day long, making it hard to get work done. Let's see if we can get some done today. Let the whole creation cry. All right, very, very slow. I've been getting almost too quick day. Yeah, it's a problem sort of as you. I guess I could analogize it to when you're reading a book, and when you read well, you get to where you can sort of comfortably skim, especially for like fiction, something non-technical. And you can skim and you're still getting most of it. And if you're dropping a word here and there, it doesn't matter because you're getting the big idea. And you can get that way when you're sight reading and maybe not get as much out of it. And I think that's, as my reading has become a little more comfortable, I kind of slip into that. But it really is more like technical reading. If you're trying to get information from a piece of text, you need to read it slowly and actually digest everything. And it's the same thing if you're practicing sight reading. You need to be digesting what you're reading. So, although sometimes I can make it and it sounds more or less successful, my goal is to make progress. And it's great that, in a pinch, I could just kind of read quickly. And make it sound close enough, for a real world scenario. But obviously, like yesterday's reading, where my brain was just a little fried, things fail, and then you're in trouble because you need a little buffer in your skill, because that's how it happens in real life most of the time. You're not super fresh. All right, let's read this again. Obviously, I can speed up a little. A lot of these ideas are in my short-term memory now. And because of that short-term memory thing where you sort of get it in your short-term memory, that's also why I don't recommend reading things more than a handful of times. Because if you've read it more than a handful of times, you're really just practicing and not really working on your reading. I have heard people make the argument that it's never sight reading. After the first time, I've heard more extreme arguments that it's not sight reading. Say I read this 10 years ago and I haven't seen it since, and then I'll look at it again. Technically, that's not sight reading. It's functionally sight reading. In a real world scenario, yeah, there's some of these hymns that I've played before, but like on a day where I'm reading 5 hymns on a service, if one of these just got thrown in front of me with no preparation, that's functionally sight reading. And that's what I'm working on. The technicalities of whether or not it's prima vista sight reading, kind of irrelevant.